Hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Welcome. I apologize, it's a little late. I know. Jenny, you are awake and you are here. Welcome. I'll make it quick, but worth your while. So I've been actually wanting to talk about this subject for a while, being paranoid. Have you ever been paranoid, or do you know of people whom are? I I know I have been, and I know people who have been as well. Nicole, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. So paranoia is interesting because it's so real and it's so common. This whole mental health issues is a really big thing. It's a really big thing, and paranoia, especially these days with the inflation and recession around the corner, everything going on, people are freaking out. People are freaking out more than ever. But I didn't know there was an opposite side to a paranoia. Like there's a complete opposite side and terminology and like everything on the other side, which is kind of cool, a relief, right? If there's another side and we know of it, then perhaps we could get there, right? So let's talk about some of the signs of being a paranoid person first. See if you can relate with any of these. When I was writing these down, I was like, oh my goodness. One, somebody who is defensive all the time. They're hostile, they're aggressive. They're like in your face. They're easily offended. Oh my goodness. Can we relate to that? Like everybody is so easily offended these days. Oh my goodness. They believe that they're always right? They're hostile. They're aggressive. There's no compromise with them. It's just really their way. They're right. They don't accept criticism too well. You can't tell them, hey, listen, you're kind of wrong. Oh, they would not like that. You know what I mean? They would not go for that one. They don't like to forgive a lot, right? They just kind of hold grudges, They don't trust other people. Do you know people like this? Throw some hearts, yes, me, kind of thing in the comments. Let's see if you can get some participation. They constantly stressed and they're anxious, right? They feel believed and misunderstood. Yeah, misunderstood, and they get like, why don't you understand me? And they get aggressive, and they, you know what? I want to admit something, and this is kind of, I gotta admit that sometimes I have reacted in that way, like, why don't you understand me, kind of thing, and yeah. So work in progress, progress. They feel like victimized, like, why me? Why do you blame me all the time? They feel they feel like they're alone, isolated, right? They're constantly asking for help, kind of behavior stuff. Their heart rate is up, defensive, yes. Um, thank goodness I'm not the only one. So all this stuff, it makes it's like when you read this list, it's like, oh my goodness, this is not gonna be a good cake. Like if you put all these ingredients together, this is not gonna be a cake that I would want to eat. Like this is no bueno. This is no good. Like I would not want that, right? That's kind of crazy. All this stuff. Imagine that. Imagine if you were to be able to work on like one or two at least of these. If you're experiencing these, just one or two. If you could really work on those, you know. Um, Thank goodness that I don't have many of these to work on. I mean, some of these are very extreme. And if you're in that kind of a situation, I would definitely seek help, you know. But the good news is there's an other side to paranoia. And you know what it's called? I did not know this. It's called pronoia. What? You could be paranoid or pronoid. What? Okay. I'm going to give you four tips on how you can get to the pronoid state, which is a complete opposite of being paranoid. How cool is that, right? Pronoid. Pronoia. Yeah. So that's not your dream date? No, that would be one of those dates that I would definitely be like gone like in a second. Yeah, that's funny. That would not, it would be like a nightmare of a date, which is also a type of a dream, right? So, you know, I could break it down like that. But I'm gonna give you four. Actually, I'm gonna give you five. I'm gonna give you 5 tips on how you can go from paranoia to pronoia. Yeah. Number one, don't take defense. Oh my goodness. Stop taking things personal. Listen, you're not that important. Not everything is about you. You know, a very long time, it's funny, I'm going to admit this. A very long time, I was in retail. And I don't know what had happened. Something, I was working at a very big store. I'm not going to name the name, but I don't know what happened. And I got to the situation and I said, oh, is this me? Did I do this, or was this any of my fault? And I remember the manager, I loved her. She turned around and she told me, Sean, you're not that important. Not everything is about you, Sean. She was so upset about the situation, and I wasn't even there when it happened. But you know, I was trying to just have some fun with it. It was bad timing, but I never forget what she said. She goes, "You know what? It's it's not all about you, Sean. It's not always about you, Sean." That's so funny. So hey, listen. Don't take things so personal. You're not that important. Sometimes, listen, it's not all about you. I heard I heard that from my mom growing up. The world doesn't revolve around me. Yeah, yeah. I thought it was hilarious just the way she said it. And she was this older lady. I had so much respect for this woman. I mean, this woman was just amazing. Just the way she said it. I can still see her when she said, she goes, Sean, not everything's about you. So not everything is about you. Don't take things so personal. Sometimes it just really stings when you take them personal. And you know what? I'll do a whole live on this, but when you do take things personal, that's a wound. That's a big wound. Somebody touched something real deep. So, you know, that's a whole other thing. So first thing is don't take things so personal, okay? 2, Stop partaking in negative conversations. For goodness sake, why would you stand there and gossip? It literally makes no sense. Why would you sit there and talk bad about somebody? Why would you sit there and hear somebody else talk bad about somebody? Why would you just get involved in gossiping and bad mouthing people? And why? Stop partaking in negative conversations. Number 3, cultivate optimism. What does that mean? Hey, something good is about to happen. I'm supposed to learn something from this. This is not going to be the end chapter. I'm growing from this. I know something good is going to happen. And wherever you go, cultivate positivity, which means be sunshine, right? Light some shine some light on other people. Be a good vibe. Don't be a party pooper, you know? Number 4, seek feedback. Now, it says seek feedback, which means you're not asking for somebody to put you down and cremate you, to criticize you. You're asking somebody to give you some honest, constructive feedback, which means they see something you can improve, you respect their opinion, and you like to hear what they got to say. That's constructive feedback. Welcome that. That's how growth happens. How else would you grow? Hey, if you claim that you know it all, then you're in the paranoia side. We're trying to get to the pronoia side, right? And number 5, practice self-care. Take some time sometimes. I know these days it's really difficult. There's so much going on in the world and your world, but take a couple minutes, if you would, read a good book. If you're into taking a bath, take a bath, go for a walk, 5-minute meditation, something to just kind of recharge, you know. Sometimes that can go a long way. And so hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I thought it was really cool because I had not heard of pronoia before. Had you heard about it? I don't know. I hadn't. So I thought that was really neat. So hopefully you guys got some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Hey, let me know which one of these connects with you more, or do you know anybody like that, or what quality you gotta work on. I admitted a couple of things about myself, and oh, you hadn't either? Yeah, I thought it was really cool. Pronoia, that's really neat. So I like to be on that side for sure. I'm more on that side than this side. So yeah, and if you feel like this was worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love, tag a couple people, you know, share it on your wall and go from there. And with that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side gig. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.